CP command is used to copy files or directories. I'm currently in my home directory where I have 0 files. Let me make a directory here called cpdir. Irrespective of Unix or Linux box, you have this file called etc password. Let me copy this etc password file to the directory I am currently in. You see here, the etc password has 2514 size. When I copied, it also got 2514. But it did not inherit the same permissions as the original. It did not inherit username and owner details from the original file. The timestamp is changed as well. Let me remove this file interactively. Let me copy again. This time, instead of specifying entire path, I would just specify dot. This way of specification of path is also called as absolute path. Absolute path. Absolute path is specification of entire directory. Relative path is just specifying with a dot or dot dot cpdir, something like that. In a relative path, as the name says relative, it is relative to the current working directory. The path you specify is relative to the present working directory. I have copied 2 files. One is group and password from system configuration directory. Let me make one more copy of the password file, but this time I would specify a different name. When I'm copying from etc password, here I'm specifying relative path. The relative path is with respect to the current working directory. It copies the file as password underscore backup now. If you look at my history of commands, here I did not specify the file name in the target location, so by default it copied as the source file name. But in this command 279, I'm specifying copy this password file as password underscore backup. Similarly, I've copied group file name as group underscore backup. Let me make one directory inside this. So let me copy all these 4 files into this copy test. I can copy multiple files in a single command. Copy does not replace or does not remove the original file. The source file still stays as it is. As the name says, just a copy. You are creating a duplicate copy of it. If I go to cp test, you could see these 4 files here too. So copy takes extra space. So now you are maintaining 2 copies of the same file. One within the cpdir directory, another one is in cp test directory. If I go back to my previous directory, Now, if I want to create a backup of this CP test directory, if I just use this CP test as a CP test underscore backup, this would fail. To create a copy of a directory, we have to use an option called -r with capital letters or r with lowercase letters. This would go and recursively copy files from the CP test to CP test underscore backup directory. We have to be careful sometimes when we overwrite a file. In such scenarios, it's safer to use cp-i command. So what it does is it would ask you, do you want to overwrite the existing file called password underscore backup? So copy also has one more option called -v. It's a verbose. V stands for verbose. It would tell us what it is exactly doing. In summary, cp is a command to copy files and directories. That's it for this lecture.